Good morning, everyone. Thank you for attending the January 31st committee meetings. Today, we're going to start with Operational Services Committee. And with that, I'll call it, on this committee is myself as chair, Councillor Thiessen, Councillor O'Toole, and Mayor Clayton. And we'll call this meeting to order. And currently, it doesn't look like we have any delegations. Last committee meeting, we were busy. Seems pretty quiet today. So, no delegations online either. So we'll move right into number 3, reports with service area report from Operations Services, Brian Glavin.
Thank you, Chair Bosch. We'll start with energy and environment. The RFP for the solar project on the Design Work Center was posted this week, so we should have that concluded within the next 3 or 4 weeks with someone selected for that for the summer. In engineering services, we've posted the request for proposals for the storm drainage and slope rehabilitation. That includes a number of damaged manholes around the city, some storm pipes, looking into Brochu, industrial, and a couple drainage issues in that area. We've also closed requests for quotes for storm sewer flow monitoring for 2023 to 2025 and closed the tender for phase 1 of the road rehabilitation program. In transportation, the new director of transportation, Wade Nellis, has taken the helm, and this is his first test here with snowfall this week, so good luck, Wade. In flood mitigation, when it was a little bit warmer a few days ago, we were working to ensure that catch basins, manholes, and everything else in the storm sewer system was free and clear to allow for water to flow. In parks, we have continued our winter maintenance on trails and outdoor rinks, and crews are focused on pruning disease from trees. One additional thing on the roads, some of you may have gotten calls or seen issues with 84th Avenue and 108th Street. There's a couple large surface failures there on the road. Those are warranty issues. Wapiti will be coming in the spring to mill out the entire intersection and repave to fix those. On the weekend, they did come in and fill kind of the long, narrow one with a new mix of asphalt that we're hoping performs better than the last one that went in. The larger one is causing a little bit more of an issue in that we've tried to fill it, or they have tried to fill it, and with all the heavy truck traffic on that in turning, it's not lasting. And the challenge is every time we go in there to fill the large hole, we have to shut down a substantial amount of lanes of traffic for a longer period of time, which causes more disruption. So we're trying to figure out what the best solution is on that. So we're considering some additional milling, also to flatten out the surface so it's a little bit less of a bump, but there's only so much we can do there. So we're continuing to look for options for the larger one. So if you're hearing some issues, we are trying to address those. And with that, I'll take any questions.
Thank you, Mr. Glavin. Councillor Thiessen.
Yeah, thank you very much, Chair Bosch. Thanks for the report, Director Glavin. I know you're coup as far as I'm concerned. In regards to the 84th Avenue and 108th Street, I haven't heard any complaints. I have noticed, though, as driving by. Before, on the northbound lane, the turning lane, we put a large concrete slab in there years ago. Is that part of the issue that we're having, and then I guess further to that, if this milling and filling doesn't work on the intersection, has administration considered concrete slabbing the whole intersection?
Thanks, Chair Bosch. No, we're not having any issues with the concrete. The concrete's been fairly successful wherever we've deployed it. This is the asphalt portion just north of where the concrete ends that was redone there about 2 years ago. It's under warranty. It will be fixed when they mill it off and put in the next lift of asphalt in there. That should by all accounts, fix the problem there. Concrete is a good solution. It is quite expensive and it's somewhat disruptive as it's a fairly long curing time for concrete in an intersection. But it's something we have considered in a number of areas, especially turning lanes with truck traffic. So if you've noticed the new section of Highway 40 south of the city, they've put a lot of concrete in there. That's something we'll consider.
Thank you, Councillor Thiessen. Councillor Blackmore.
Mr. Glavin, I've noticed that on 92nd Street between 100th Avenue and 68th Avenue, particularly where the pavement meets the gravel on the shoulder, there's some significant jagged edges popping up there, which may become immaterial in the next week over the snowfall, but probably needs some gravel dumped in there if the crews can go look at that.
Thanks, Chair Bosch. We'll have them go take a look.
Thank you. Councillor Blackmore, anyone else? No? Just a quick question, Mr. Glavin. What temperature do we need before we can start that asphalt work?
It's more so the asphalt plant that we need. So it's probably, typically mid to the end of May when they start the asphalt plants back up.
So that portable one that we have won't work?
If we had a much larger one, it could. It's just not big enough. It's like the hole maybe doesn't look that big when you're driving over, but it's a fairly large area with a significant volume of asphalt.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I don't see any more questions. We're going to move on to correspondence. There's an other business, no bylaws, and to the outstanding items list. And Councillor O'Toole. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Let Brian talk. Speak to it. Sorry, I'm running through this.
Thank you, Chair Bosch. No changes to the outstanding items list.
There we go. Okay, Councillor O'Toole.
I had a 3-minute speech to warm you up, but that's okay. I move that we adopt the outstanding item list as spoken to. Thank you.
And that is passed. So we are adjourned at 9:07. Beat that.
Remember the first meeting?